Hi everyone, welcome to another Crafty Christmas at dolallycrafts. This is the card we're making today, and we're using the Merry Christmas to All stamp set for Christmas here. And did I put anything inside? Yeah, but it's not from this set. And the Merry Christmas Thinlits dies. Now, these are available in our current Christmas catalogue, winter catalogue, whatever you want to call it. Over in the States and the UK, it's known as the winter catalogue, but over here, I've always referred to it as the Christmas catalogue because it comes up to Christmas and New Year. Okay, so if you buy these together, you save 10% buying them as a bundle, or you can buy them separately. Now, I'll just pop those aside. As I said, this is the card we're making today. Now, a word of warning, I've already pre-cut everything that I'm going to need for this card, including the Merry. Now, word of warning, when you are taking this out of the Thinlit die, which is that one, when you're taking it out, take it very slowly. If you don't have a die brush, I'd suggest getting the die brush and the sponge that goes with it to get it out, because I didn't use the die brush the first time. And see what happened? I just thought, oh yeah, I'll use my pokey tool and just carefully take it out. It didn't come out carefully. Now, also, another hint, the first time I die cut this, I die cut it on the metal plate, thinking, yes, it will come out really easy and it will cut nicely. However, it didn't. I had to run it through 3 times for it to cut. But as you all know, usually when I cut dies, I cut them upside down. So I have the die sitting on the bottom plate, then I have the paper or the cardstock over the top of it, then the top plate, and run it through upside down. I did it with this one. First cut went straight through. So if you're not confident that you'll be able to get it to sit properly upside down, just put a bit of washi tape over the die so it'll stay in place on the paper, then put it through. As I said, that is a foolproof method most of the time. Okay, as I said, I've cut everything out beforehand. All of the dimensions can be found on my blog. I used the square stitch shaped die for the smaller square, and then just cut, giving it an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around for the layering piece. And as you can see, waste not, want not, I actually cut it straight out of there because I figure, well, it's going to be hidden anyway, even if it's popped up. So as I said, everything can be, all the measurements can be found on my blog. I'm using Mrs. Santa, which I die cut from the Santa's Workshop bundle. I can't remember the name of it. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it. I think it's just called Santa's Workshop. No, I can't find it. It's not here. It's probably hidden under everything over here. So I'll find out and I'll put the name of it below. But I'm using the Santa's Workshop papers. I think these are gorgeous. So this isn't a one stamp set project like a lot of mine have been so far. This one, you need a couple of different things to put it together. But these were the first 2 bundles that I bought for Christmas, was the Merry Christmas to All bundle and the Santa's Workshop bundle. So, yeah, that's how we put these ones together. Okay, enough chattering. I'll pop that to the side so that we can keep an eye on it and make sure that I'm putting this together correctly, because I prepared these a couple of weeks ago. So as I said, we'll get on with putting it together. Enough chattering, Karen. Okay, now I've just flipped this paper because I like the polka dot pattern on the back, and I think it gives a nice background to Mrs. Claus. Okay, it's not quite straight, hang on. There, because I took it off straight away, it comes off a lot nicer. Now, why is that not square? No, it's definitely not being cut square. I don't know why. I'm going to peel that off and put a little bit more on. And let's see. I might not have had the paper in my paper trimmer lined up square. Okay, so that is not going to go anywhere. Now I'm going to bring Mrs. Claus in, and where's the stamp set I need, which is the candy cane season. So as you can see, I'm using a few different sets here. So I'm going to take the snowflakes off the candy cane season, and I'm going to try and match it up with this blue in the background. Is it blue or is it mint macaron? Okay, make it easy. We're going to go with smoky slate instead, because at least then I know I'm not using the wrong colour. So I'm just going to stamp that off, because I only want these to be really light on the background. But there we go. So that's that bit of stamping. There's very little stamping in this project, and then that will go smack dab in the middle again. There we go. And then Mrs. Santa, oh, I've got to put this on first. Wrap the baker's twine round there twice, and I'm going to offset the knot. Now, if you're not already aware, I actually, if you're a customer here in Australia, I've actually got, excuse me, Christmas card classes starting here on the 1st of October. They're online classes, so all you need to do is to sign up for them is purchase the required stamp set and 2 inks that I've got listed on my website, and as soon as you've purchased those through my online store, I get notified and I will send off the all the makings for the cards. You'll be able to download a PDF of the instructions. There we go, Mrs. Santa's now on. Yeah, you'll be able to download a PDF of the instructions, and also watch videos. Now, there's 4 projects. There's 3 cards, and there is a 3D project. These won't be available to the general public until at least December. So they are specifically for my card class clients. So if you would like to do the card class, all you need to do is go and purchase the required items at my online store, and you'll be good to go. Okay, now let's get this piece adhered. And I want to come around the square that I've cut out so that it doesn't lift up at all and gape. Oh, and that's the end of that one. Okay, so this has a very fine border on our, I think this is garden green. I don't actually have garden green myself in my inks, so I'm not quite sure, but I think it is garden green. There's 2 greens in the Merry Christmas to All matching DSP suite. I can't remember the name of it. I know it's not, don't think it's Merry Christmas to All that it's known as. Okay, as you can see, I've actually got dolallycrafts already pre-printed on the back of my cardstock. Okay, so we'll pop that there. So that's all done. It's not lined up very well though, Karen. Okay, and we'll just pop Mrs. Claus in the middle there. The card is almost complete. I'm going to bring in an offcut that I've got sitting in a glass jar over there. And let's see, I'm going to bring in a block and plonk on it Christmas, which is there. And it's a very bright red photopolymer stamp. Even though the dye has seeped into this, it doesn't ruin the stamp. It just makes it easier to read, actually. Okay, excuse me. That isn't the right colour. I need my green. And I'm using Call Me Clover to stamp it. No, hang on. I didn't use Call Me Clover. I do have a garden green Stampin' Right marker from last year, and that's what I used. So we'll just colour over this, and you use the side of the marker so you don't blunt the tip, because it is a brush tip. Okay, so we've coloured that nicely, and I'm just going to stamp that. Hopefully it's going to stamp. No, it didn't stamp very well, so we'll do that again. That's the added benefit of saving all the offcuts of paper. You can always redo it. Now hopefully that one, give it a huff if you want, you don't have to. Okay. That's not stamped straight, but it's not too bad. Okay, in with the paper snips. And as you can see, I found them. I did find them. They were under all the crap at the side of my desk. Okay, there's our Christmas, and I haven't actually... Okay. What's the old saying? Third time's the charm. Bring it in again. I didn't leave enough at either end of Christmas to put my rhinestones. So there we go. Do you know, it took me forever and a day to get used to having nails, and it's taking me even longer to get used to not having them. I want my nails to repair slightly before my daughter's wedding next year. And I'm hoping to have natural nails without any stuff on them for the wedding. Whereas I've been having SNS for the last couple of years. Don't ask me what SNS stands for. I have no clue. All I know is that they put it on and it's called SNS. But yeah, I'm hoping not to have any stuff on my nails apart from nail polish for her wedding next year. But yeah, trying to get used to not having nails, and mine looks shocking at the moment. So I do apologise for the ugly looking hands. Okay, which size did we use? The medium. So put one there. And one there. Put those to the side. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. Now that one hasn't got anything left in it. Have any of these? Let's see. That doesn't feel as though it's got... Ah, that's why, because that was right at the end too. Okay, is it going to be third time lucky or not? Nope, that one's empty too. Not having much luck here. How about this one? Yep, this one looks like it's good to go. Oops. So I'm just going to put... This is not working out. Rub off these skinny bits of glue. Yeah, you've got to be really careful because this is a very delicate die, Karen. So take it easy, girl. Let's see if we can use some tacky glue and just put dots of it on. Oh, now this one's coming out weird. At least this dries clear and matte, so it doesn't leave any shiny bits. And whatever's left as far as the streaky bits will come off really easily with my adhesive remover. Okay, oh, and I've just got to put a little bit on the end there so that this bit stays down. I'm not making this look easy, am I? I'm actually waiting on a delivery. I'm hoping it's going to be here in the next day or so that next time I use the dies, I can actually use the adhesive sheets behind, which will make life a lot easier. Okay, so we're just going to pop that Mary. That fits really nicely across the bottom of the card, as you can see. And as I said, this glue doesn't dry tacky, which is really good. And on the paper, you're not really going to see the glue anyway. Okay, in with some dimensionals, and I'm just going to use a bit of border dimensional here. Peel that off. Pop it on. Make sure I've got the label up the right way, and we're just going to pop our Christmas across there. Okay, get rid of all this rubbish. Now, as I said, I decorated the inside of this one, but I actually decorated it with the Santa's Workshop, which says wishing you everything on your list. And once again, we did the snowflakes. So I will bring my smoky slate back in, if I can see it here. It's here somewhere, I'm sure. It helps when you don't put stamp sets over the top of your ink. Okay, so we'll stamp off like that and bring in the... No, that's not the right one. That doesn't matter. We've got a nice sentiment in here which says, wishing you a season as sweet and joyful as the friendship we share. This card's gone for longer than I thought. My camera cut out again. Okay, in with some memento. Give it a bit of a twist and tap tap, just make sure I've got it up the right way. And I'm just going to pop that down there so that I can leave the sentiment up the top. Actually, I prefer that as the inside. And just to finish the outside, I'm going to bring in my gems again. And as I did on this one, I'm going to use these smaller gems, and I'm just going to find the centre of the larger of the snowflakes. Oh well, maybe not the larger ones. And another one down there. Okay, just to add a little bit of bling to the card, a little bit of extra bling. Okay, that's the sample we came in with, and this is the completed one. As you can see, it looks really nice decorated inside. I don't know why this one's so hard to open. There we go. So it's got wishing you everything on your list on the inside of that one, and wishing you a season as sweet and joyful as the friendship we share on that one. So I hope you liked today's cards and you'll give them a go, and that's enough chattering from me. Everything here can be found on my shopping cart, so if you feel inclined, please go shop. There's a link just below. That's enough from me for now. Bye bye.